So today we will be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over on a fantasy map. In the last episode, we saw a couple of things. This being this huge war that, or not really huge, but this war that happened over here against the Triangle Alliance and the pink team over here. We saw a pretty large war happening right over here, wiping or almost wiping out this purple country and giving the blue country access to the sea right here. And also we saw this guy jump in on that war. But I think that was it. I don't really, if I missed anything, please let me know. But yeah, that's our recap. And now let's get straight into the episode. Starting off over here, we are actually going to be seeing a land trade between the orange country and the red country. And let's see what this land trade looks like. And this is what both countries demand. So if the red team gets this, the orange team will get that. And since I hate these borders, we're just going to make it look something like this. And there we go. The land trade has been complete and the red team is happy. And the orange team is happy because now they own a lot of water. Good for them. But now we head over to this island as a couple episodes ago they got absolutely cooked on this island. And the yellow team is actually going to be making a move because they are very mad that they were brutally injured and they're now like this. So who are they going to take their anger on? Well, the brown team, as they start to send forces over into this previously their territory. However, yeah, they will eventually take it because the brown team is actually one of the weakest countries in the world. The only reason they even got this land was because of all the help from their allies. But yeah, they get absolutely cooked over here. And in a peace treaty, the yellow team will regain most of its, or not most of it, but they regain a little bit of land right here. And the brown team is back to this island. But now we jump over here to the this country right here as they're gonna be getting attacked by a full-on coalition. As this is what we see happening as the Triangle Coalition will declare war on the Aqua country. And why is this exactly? Well, the main reason is because of this right here. This area right here really wants to break away, and what they've been doing is, oh yeah, this is what they're doing. They are executing people down here. As we see that they are starting a full-on genocide of this area. And this is not good, and nobody really likes genocide anymore. And yeah, when they genocide this whole capital, it is gonna get spicy. As after this little pocket gets killed, yeah, the coalition will form, and yeah, they're just gonna get killed. As we see purple team, what in the world? As we see purple team forces start to move in over here and capture some land on the coastal, I don't even know, this is not the coast, but they capture land right around their border, as well as this purple team over here, as these guys are, they're very scared, as they don't really want to get killed in the first day of the war. However, these guys are very weak. The Aqua country is very weak because nobody really likes them. They've never had any allies and everybody hates them. So they're going to get invaded here. Additionally, we see that the green country up here will start to make an advance into the country, going around their eastern border right here. After they capture a city, they will destroy a bunch of forces over here, and also start another offensive over in the western portion of the country, trying to gain as much land as possible from this war. As yeah, the Aqua country, they are not winning a like 5v1 coalition. So yeah, you should probably just surrender, but they're not gonna. Additionally, down here we see that the pink team is going to be invading these I don't even know what this is. It's not even a country. But yeah, they're gonna invade this pocket right here. And then the blue country is going to invade this pocket right here. just before they will start an invasion into the actual Aqua country, as they will start to blitz toward this capital. And right now it is being sieged by 2 countries, and now it's being sieged by 4 countries, as we see the pink team and the purple team meeting up at this capital city. And yeah, it's, believe it or not, it's just gonna get worse for the Aqua country, as we see a pink country will break away from the Aqua country and then start invading into them. This is amazing for them. But as this is going on, we also see that, well, yeah, they're still getting invaded too by these guys. But then over in the south, in the east, a bunch of troops are going to be encircled and eventually killed off, just like the other ones over here. And then the the purple team is going to come over here and quickly snatch the capital for themselves, giving them a huge bonus in this war. And I don't know why these guys had 2 capitals. However, unfortunately for them, they will not be able to gain the second one, as the purple country over here is going to be able to take this, and then the pink country is going to get this little pocket. And then the pink team and the blue team are going to declare war on the red team down here, for various reasons, because these borders are ugly, and also because they all hate each other. Remember this. They've all hated each other for thousands of years. And also literally nothing has happened over here for thousands of years. So they're going to get invaded. But then a bigger country is going to take a little bit more land. And this is the brown country. They're going to get this little pocket, as they want to be known as like a fairly strong country. And I just realized this gold team has 0 major cities in it. So let's change that. There we go. Now the other major cities aren't very lonely. But yeah, to end this war, or actually it's already ended, never mind. But now let's look at a peace treaty. And here we go, a proper peace treaty, as we are going to be seeing the purple team getting this land and the other purple team getting this land right here. Additionally, we see that the green team is going to get a ton of land up here, and weirdly enough, they're going to give some land over to this gold country, which is going to make the pink country furious. However, they do get a lot of land over here. And then to finish this peace treaty off, we see the brown team getting this and the blue team getting these pieces of land. So yeah, now the borders over here look much better. But now it is time to do a little new thing called a military alliance upgrade, which is going to be a new alliance forming. Why did I say that? I meant to say, like, yeah, there's a new alliance forming, but like I didn't mean it to sound like weird, or like however I said it. And this alliance is going to be formed by the this country right here, the yellow team, the 3rd strongest country in the world, and it is going to be the Star Alliance. This alliance is basically just, we're going to be powerful, and yeah, you can't really do anything to stop us. The first country to join is actually the gold team. These guys, if you don't remember, these guys sold some land over to the yellow team, and they've been good friends. Another country that is going to join is actually the red team right here. They're actually pretty good friends with these guys, even because like they jumped these guys right here. But they're going to join this alliance as well. And even to an extent, the white team is going to join. These guys want to be a little bit more powerful than what they are right now. But we see this alliance being formed, and almost immediately, sour relations are going to begin with the 3-Point Star Alliance. However, nobody really cares, because there's a bigger thing going on over here, which we're going to talk about. And this is more countries joining in on the Parallelogram Alliance due to recent pink team expansion. One country that we see joining is this gray team over here, followed by the green country, who doesn't really want to get jumped instantly. And then a kind of surprising country that's going to join is actually the orange team right here. These guys join, and that's probably the worst idea ever, because they're sandwiched between the enemy everywhere. So yeah, good luck surviving that, buddy. But this is not the end for alliances, because a brand new alliance is going to be formed. And this one's actually pretty surprising. Like, I don't think anyone probably would have counted on this happening. But we're gonna see it right now. And this is the Octagon Alliance. These three militarist countries will all create a military alliance together, as they are some of the only militarist countries in the world, and they want to be strong and make sure that like threats like the Triangle Alliance and the Parallel or the Pentagon Alliance cannot like attack them and hurt them. And the final thing for alliances, due to this, the Triangle Alliance is actually going to get a brand new member. Actually, not just one, it's going to be multiple. As we see the gray country here join in, and also the brown country, surprisingly. These two, they're actually pretty good friends with the green team. Even though they were once a part of their empire, they are still pretty good friends with them. And then the very last member is actually going to be this country right here. These guys, it's kind of like North Korea right here and South Korea. I mean, if we look at the ideologies layer, if I can find it, these two are not very different, but like they're not very similar either. Like dictatorship, military dictatorship, and yeah, so kind of weird, not really, but yeah, just something going on right there. But now we head over here to the unexplored layer, and also into this area over here, as a couple of explorers are going to go out here and see what is over here. But one guy is going to start sailing from this blue country right here. And in his voyage, he's going to go out and immediately discover something very new. And this is not something that they've ever found before. And this is an island. Actually, it's an island chain. And he's going to keep sending boats out here until news gets up here to this beige country. And they're going to send out some boats as well. And also land on the island, making them like explorers, I guess. I mean, they literally have explored nothing this whole series, and also this water up here should probably be more explored. But they are going to send out multiple more explorations, and yeah, they're just going to discover a huge little island thing, and eventually it is going to be completely discovered. It just might take me a little while. But they're going to discover this island, and they're not going to do anything yet. They're just going to explore. But this makes like a little rivalry between these two, even though both of them are not strong at all. But now we're going to go to a different corner of the world. Specifically, over to the orange team. As I mentioned in the last episode, they are now number 10 in the world, and I think I mentioned it's because of some internal issues going on over here, and well, those internal issues have came to a climax. As looking at the religion layer, there are a bunch of different religions inside of this thing, and well, a couple of them don't like this gray religion. One of these countries is actually this green religion over here. They do not like this gray religion down here, so they are going to be breaking away. But that is not the only country. As we see a this colored country coming back into power over here and breaking away from the orange team. This does mean that these like exclaves do become part of this thing. And they are going to start a rebellion over here with the green team. Up here we see a blue country breaking away in this exclave. And additionally, we are going to be seeing a huge revolution taking place over here. And yeah, as we can see, this is a full-on civil war. And I'm going to actually change the color of one country because I feel like it looks absolutely horrible. So yeah, this is our new civil war. And let's just say the orange team is cooked. Or maybe not. Actually, they're a pretty strong country, and most of their military is still loyal to them. So it's kind of a fair fight. The first country to do anything is the green team, as they will start to send forces into the orange team. The orange team, they were unaware that this attack was coming, so their militaries are still in shambles. But they do have the upper hand over here as they link up a couple of their exclaves. And from here, they are able to cut off a very, very large portion of the country. which endangers them quite a bit, but not too much. Additionally, over here we see a large offensive taking place, as we see the brown team making multiple offensives into the orange team, making this an exclave over here, which also is scaring the living crap out of the orange team, as their empire, which has not been around for very long, is already starting to crumble. But however, they are going to see some victories in some places, specifically in this major city, as they are able to take it out and then start an invasion into this huge exclave over here, which has nobody living in it because there are no major cities. So they are able to blitz across this thing and make it extremely weird to transport like goods and stuff and supplies. So this whole supply line is really weird at the moment. However, back over here, they are able to make a minor incursion, as they are able to push back a very large army over here, or not large army, but they are able to almost regain with their old territory, but they're not able to do it quite yet, as the brown team forces are very stacked up right here. Additionally, over here we see that the orange team will capture 2 exclaves and start a major offensive into the green team, as they will start to slither down the coast and almost reach their most important city, this being their headquarters state thing. But they are able to make a very large offensive into this country. However, in the north, the gray team is able to make a huge push into orange team territory, taking a lot and even 2 major cities in the process. Additionally, we see that the green team armies, who are very focused on capturing this area up here, will capture 2 more major cities before a ton of them will start moving down south to protect the capital. So in the north, we see smaller pushes being made, and also this exclave is fully focused on just conquering a ton of land. They don't really care about the capital city. They just care about making the green team great again. Donald Trump. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But we see the land over here being split between the green team and the gray team, making this war a lot less enclosed over here in this area. The blue team, they're basically just going to get their independence because they're an exclave and nobody really wants to go up here to get this thing. Yay, good for the blue team. They get their independence. Uh-oh, brown team. Your supply lines just got severed. But this is really bad, as the brown team has just got completely cut off from their exclave. However, they are able to push back over here because all these troops retreated into this exclave. So they are able to make a huge comeback over here. However, it's going to be very short-lived, as then they start to invade into the main brown team territory, nearing their capital city right here. Additionally, we see that a very large pushback is made over here by the orange team, making sure that this area is firmly under their control and making a bunch of little invasions in. Now the most time for the weirdest thing in this whole war, and a rebellion is going to collapse into another rebellion. So there, one of the weirdest wars in this whole series, as we see a lime-colored country breaking away, and now they are going to start invading the rebellion, and also the old country thing. But they're going to start invading this thing, and they just purely want independence from the rebellion, who's wanting independence from the empire. So it's a weird thing, but yeah, they're getting absolutely clobbered now, as the full force is being shown. And when these 2 countries meet, it's actually fairly neutral. Surprisingly, the orange team isn't invading them yet, or maybe they will. But maybe that's because they're purely focused over here on the capital regions, as they capture the nearest city towards their capital. And this is very bad news for the brown team. Heading elsewhere, the green team is going to be doing a ton of exploring in this area, as they want to be known around the world. I mean, they already are. But these guys, they want to make it easier to come to the green team. So they are going to explore a ton of these waters right in here. along with their ally, the fascist country, and also a couple of European countries, or that is not Europe. Um, what is this thing? I never put that there. But yeah, now this whole ocean is discovered, and from here we are actually going to be seeing more exploration of this continent. Just not right now, as we're going back over here to these guys right in here, as the gold country and the green team are going to be going to war with somebody else. Now, would I be saying that they're going to war with the same people? Definitely not. But the gold country is going to be invading the orange or the brown team right in here. And this is actually pretty surprising, as if we go back to the early ages, these two were aligned. However, the brown team refused to fight for the gold team in that huge war. So, yeah, the gold team is still pretty mad. And also, they want some more land because they did sell that medium-sized chunk over to the yellow team. So they're gonna start throwing their armies into this thing, and yeah, it is just horrible. These guys are getting cooked so bad. And then a couple of other countries want to join in. Not the blue team. They're focused on something else. But this democratic nation up here, they are going to annex this little part, and from here the brown team is going to surrender, and now we can look at a peace treaty. And in this peace treaty, we see the complete evisceration of the brown team, and I'm just gonna keep them like that. They are now a puppet state. Crap, I don't like that. They're now a puppet state of the gold team, and yeah, the gold team's becoming pretty powerful, and also the blue team got a little bit of land over here. But now back over to this country, they're going to be invading the white team over here, as they will start to send their forces in. And these guys are actually, like, they're near the same strength. However, I'd actually say the white team is actually more powerful, as they are more aligned with the gold team. And also, they're quite friendly with the blue team, even though they are fascist. So, when these guys invade, these guys are going to put up a fight. As we see a pushback being made up here, and yeah, we can already see that these guys, they're not as strong as they look, and they might be bluffing a little bit. As we see that the white team forces will now start to move in to the green team right here, and yeah, this is bad, as their capital will get encircled, and from here, a couple of other countries are going to join in on this war, such as the lime team, the Lime team will join in on this war, as they will now get coastal access instead of their one major city, and they will connect up to a couple of other countries. And also, the white team is going to get involved in this war. These guys used to be friendly, but after a argument, they are no longer friendly, and these guys are going to invade and take over a lot of land. But the Lime team will now stretch a little bit further down the coast, right before the gray team will come in and steal the rest of it. So now we can take a look at this peace treaty, because they just surrendered. And in this peace treaty, we see that these guys are going to get quite a bit of land from the green team. This is not going to make them happy, and it's so bad that they're going to have to move their only major city, or their only capital city. Why did I say only? Like, most countries only have one. But they're going to move it into the center of their country, where I'm going to have to put down a major city. Before the last event in this episode, we are actually going to be seeing some more expansion being done, and these are by the two countries that discovered this huge island, and now they're going to be starting to colonize it. As we see, blue team forces will land on the, colonists will land on the tip of this island and start to colonize quite a bit of it. And yeah, they're just gonna take like a ton of land to start. These guys have basically been dormant since that first coalition in like episode 4. So yeah, they have literally done nothing. And then the beige country, they're gonna start a landing over here. And what their strategy is, so like these guys, they're not very friendly anymore. But they're just going to start sending a bunch of ships everywhere to try to get as much land as possible on this new land. And well, how are they going to get more land than this? Because they literally just have this small little port. So, yeah, a couple days after this is established, it is going to get killed off by polar bears. Actually, I don't think there's polar bears up here. But outraged with the polar bears, the beige country is going to invade the little green country right here, and they stood absolutely no chance. But they're also going to be invading this green country right in here, as I don't know how they're getting these exclaves, but they're going to be invaded and probably annexed. But yeah, there we go. That war is over. But now that is gonna do it for today's episode. I hope you guys liked it. This was actually one of the more action-packed ones. Actually no, I take that back. But in the next episode, expect to see more growth of military alliances and more tension increase across the whole world, not just here, but the whole known world, not like over here on this continent, not over here in whatever's up here. But yeah, that's for later. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.